Okay, okay.
You're-
So we're late, but for good reason.
Yeah, really
We
good reason.
just spent like 3 hours recording content for you guys, and Badaki's audio it's non-existent. It doesn't exist. The audio that we recorded
Just
for Badaki.
was recording. Everything was all fine. Didn't like stop recording. Uploaded the stuff into my computer, and it was just like, psych. You actually didn't record anything. So we were just troubleshooting that the whole time, trying to figure out what our best thing, because we recorded literally the one day we record like 4 or 5 videos as well.
We went hard today.
Yeah, we got a lot of we got a lot of videos coming through, and it was good content. And it was like, do we re-record because
We
my
don't have
audio
time.
is not there, but we don't have time, or do we try and
So
just edit the audio? So we're
Badaki's
gonna
audio might
my
sound interesting. I'm gonna try my best to make his camera audio sound okay. We'll see how we go with it. But thanks for joining us today, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us here.
we're here now.
I
We're
know it's a
here.
little bit
So
of a late start, but we are here. So do us a massive favor if you can be so kind as to drop a like.
You like that?
If you like the
You
content.
like that?
If you like what we're putting out. I really, really appreciate that. What's up, TD? Welcome in, my guy. Rock, Mock, and Roll. Who's the most undervalued player in Dynasty? I would probably say Bofa. I would probably say Bofa. Let's go, Mock Stars, Jordan Love. Rock out with your mock out. I love it. Casey says, I'm here to talk trash. Y'all got the full size bin at yours or the half size, or y'all rocking a shared dumpster? Got a full size bin.
yeah, a couple full size been live in a big house.
Yeah. AK says, on lunch at work. The late start lets me watch from the start. Love it. Love it. Okay, guys,
Yeah,
do us
that's
a
awesome.
massive favor. Drop a like. We are doing a Dynasty rookie mock draft, and we do have some new landing spots, which we will look at together. I can't guarantee we will do a second mock today because already a full day, and now we're going to try and figure out how to get this audio going. But maybe it depends on how many likes we get. So help us get to that 100 like mark goal, and we might. I can't promise, though. I can't make any promises.
No promises. No promises.
So if people want to join today's mock draft, Badaki, how can they do so? How could they go
Yeah.
about doing that?
Yeah, guys. Link in the description below. Join our Discord. Okay, join our Discord. All you have to do is join that. Go to Dynasty Damn It, Dynasty Mock Draft tab, and that's exactly where I'll be posting the link for you guys. You can kind of see where I posted a link here earlier. It is first come, first serve, and we always like to say, it's okay if you don't get in today because there are other opportunities coming. We mock draft Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Usually 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we appreciate each and every one of you, and yeah, join our Discord. Great community out there as well.
Yeah, agreed. If I could like it more than once, I would appreciate that. Any scenario you take a quarterback over Bijan, probably not for me, but I know there are people out there who would, and I can respect their opinions.
Yeah.
Your merch site accepts PayPal. Oh, does it? Sick.
That's sick.
I mean, hey, that's a good little reminder. We should quickly talk about the merch. If you guys don't know, we did drop merch, and actually, we just dropped a couple different new options that are just like the single line logo, which is pretty cool. So I'll pop our merch link in the chat. It's also over on our Discord. But yeah, if you want to buy a hoodie, a hat, a mug, tote bag, a bucket hat, shirt, whatever you're looking at, we got phone cases, a lot of different options, stickers. So definitely appreciate everyone who has put through orders so far. I think we've had over 20 orders, which is cool to see. So
Yeah.
definitely appreciate the love and
awesome.
support from you guys there. Okay, let's go ahead and send that link out. Let's get some people in this mock and let's get it popping. New format. It's called the silent partner. One of the presenters has to nod yes. So for our videos with no audio, we're just gonna have you guys guess what Badaki's saying with no audio.
Nah, yeah, it's just so frustrating because, like we've planned, like we're gonna go out tonight. Like Zach and I are gonna meet up with a bunch of friends. I'm moving this weekend, so like I actually went out of my way and stayed up late at night to make all the graphics. And like the fact that this happens now, it's literally the worst time possible.
Yeah.
But hey,
seriously,
we're here. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully we can salvage somewhat of the audio and make me not sound as bad with the camera audio that I have. So let's see how it's gonna work.
Yeah, let's see. Anything's possible. Okay, we're doing a 2023 rookie mock draft. It is super flex. It is not tight end premium. And these are the landing spots, which I will paste in the chat, but it's already in the description as well. So the Texans go CJ Stroud. Big surprise. The Cardinals get Bijan at 3. Guys, I know it might not happen. We're just doing these exercises for fun. So yeah, there goes Bijan. Bryce Young to the Colts. Anthony Richardson to the Raiders. Will Levis to the Panthers. Quentin Johnston to the Texans. So for some reason, the Texans go CJ Stroud, but they don't pair him with JSN. Make it make sense. But Jackson Smith and Jigba goes to the Patriots 2 picks later. And then we're on to picks 17 to 31. And we see Jordan Addison to the Ravens. Zay Flowers to the Giants. Jalen Hyatt to the Bills. Michael Mayer to the Bengals. And now we're getting into the second round of the mock draft, where we see first offensive player being Jahmyr Gibbs to the Panthers at 39. I could see that happening. Is my audio good? Okay, just want to make sure.
Good. No, I'm here.
Kayshon Boutte to the Steelers. Tanner McKee to the Bucks. The Dolphins get Zach Charbonnet, which we love. Cedric Tillman goes to the Seahawks. Luke Musgrave to the Lions. You like to see that. And let's get into this third round, and I'm pretty sure it's only 3 rounds, and then we'll get started here. Darnell Washington to the Texans, Hendon Hooker to the Broncos. The Rams grab Zach Evans, Jonathan Mingo to the Titans, Dalton Kincaid to the Packers, Josh Downs in the 3rd round to the Colts.
Wow.
Deuce Vaughn to the Jags, Dontavion Wicks to the Cowboys, Andrea Yeshivas to the Eagles. I believe I'm saying that right. All right, those are the landing spots, guys. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. I'm on the board. What do you guys think I should do here with the 101? Well, obviously, I'm going to take Bijan Robinson. In this scenario, he is the 3rd overall pick to the Cardinals, which is not happening. But again, it's just an exercise. It's just for fun. So we're going to go ahead and grab Bijan Robinson here at the 101. I feel pretty good about it. What's up, Dogzo? Chase says, I live in Lafayette. What time is it? It is 12:17 p.m. for us right now.
Yeah, 12:17 over here. Ready midday.
Bryce Young off the board. CJ Stroud off the board.
Okay.
AK says, you sound great. Yeah, so we're talking about the videos we recorded, like not the live stream, but the videos that we recorded today. Badake's audio is not working, so we're going to have to figure out something to do with it.
Yeah.
JSN goes off the board at the 1-4. He is a Patriot in this mock draft, pick number 14. Then we see Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a Panther in the 2nd round. Casey says, I have the 111. Who's going to be on the board for me? Let's see.
111.
What's up, Aaron? What's up, Scary?
How you doing?
What's up, Jeff? Tally says a 2 or 3. Is that A? A 2-3-302 or B London Gibson. Which side are you guys taking? I'll probably take the Jordan Love side there. It's close though. JSN to the Patriots. I like it. They need someone, man. They need someone, and Mac Jones needs someone like that. 4 p.m. in Alaska.
Oh, that's
dang,
sick,
bro. Alaska. Is it tough to live in Alaska? Because I feel like it's just always dark. Okay, Anthony Richardson. Yeah, Anthony Richardson at the 106. But I'm pretty sure Alaska has the least amount of sunlight per year.
Right. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. He says, yeah, I hate it here.
Time to move out. Ooh, that makes my decision a bit easier. And I'll take Quentin Johnston here, going to the Houston Texans in the 1st. 108. Come on, baby. Talk it up.
Talk it up. Quentin Johnston. He went to the Texans. And he is Bryce Young's shiny weapon. Shout out to the 70 people watching the stream.
Appreciate
you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Do us a favor. Drop a like if you would be oh so kind. That's just an easy way to support the show, support the channel. and help people find the stream. Okay, so Addison goes at the 1-9. He went to the Ravens in the first. I don't love that landing spot for Jordan Addison. I understand why the team would want to make the move. I just don't love that for fantasy.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I don't like any of these wide receivers. Ravens. Sounds weird to say. Like, I don't like when JSN gets mocked down, like when Quentin or Jordan. I don't think they will go wide receiver in the first either. Even though they do need one, I think they will address other places, other needs first before they get another wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah, I could definitely see them doing that.
Also, like, why would you get, especially if their talks is that Lamar could be moving, why draft another weapon for your quote unquote unknown quarterback that's coming in, right?
I don't believe those rumors though, do you?
No, I don't believe it. But like, if we're gonna go based off of those, it's like, okay, we're drafting a receiver.
Sure.
But here's Jimmy G.
Right. Yeah. I just don't believe there's a scenario in which the Ravens don't tag Lamar at minimum.
Right. I would agree there. They
like,
need
you just
him.
cannot get rid of Lamar and try and move on with your franchise.
For sure.
Boutte goes at the 1-11. I think Boutte went in the second round. Was it to the Steelers again?
I think
it was to the Steelers.
It was to the Steelers, man.
What's the logic behind this? The Steelers love finding wide receiver gems on day 2. Replace Chase Claypool. Do they need to replace Chase Claypool? I'm on the board. Let's quickly recap the first round. Anything that surprised you in the first round? I think Josh Downs going in the first round over a couple other players is surprising just because he was a third-round pick.
Yeah,
in this scenario.
I would say Kayshawn and Downs personally. I don't love the landing spots for both of these guys. Well, I actually don't mind Downs and his landing spot. I don't like Kayshawn Boutte's landing spot. But I can see Downs fitting as that slot role there with Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
Because he did go to the Colts. So I think that's one area that I would question. But other than that, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it makes sense. Some people are going quarterback over wide receivers here at the 1-6. I think to each their own, you can make that kind of decision. JSN to the Patriots. I actually don't hate it personally. I just feel like they need someone to be a dominant wide receiver in their offense. They don't have that. They haven't had that for a while.
Yeah.
And I like seeing JSN in that offense. I mean, you could see a little Julian Edelman there at New England with JSN, which could be really exciting.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I'm on the clock here. I have a lot of good options. I got Michael Mayer there. I got Zach Evans there. I don't think Sean Tucker was drafted. And I got Zay Flowers. If I'm not mistaken, which we're not supposed to say, Zay Flowers was a first-round pick for the New York Giants.
The New York Football Giants.
It's hard to pass up on a first-round wide receiver here, man.
It doesn't make sense for my Giants, but I mean, whatever Brian Dable and Joe
What do you mean?
Shane,
This is classic Giants. You guys had Kadarius Toney last year, and you drafted Wan'Dale Robinson.
I mean, it was clear that day one they wanted. I don't know if you saw the reports, but they were trying to move Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Ever since they got in the building.
Yeah.
And the draft capital wasn't there for Toney. So.
Yeah. By the way, Charbonnet landed with the Dolphins, so that's a good landing spot for him.
Yeah.
But Zay to the Giants, I don't think I can let a first-round wide receiver go here. I like Zach Evans to the Rams. I love Michael Mayer to the Bengals. Oh, this is tough. I mean, I have these guys in similar tiers. I just can't let a first-round wide receiver that I like go off the board here without, me grabbing him if I have the shot. I'll take Zay Flowers here. I see a little T.Y. Hilton in his game, a little Eddie Royal. I like the player. Love that he got into the first round. And I don't personally worry about Wan'Dale Robinson. I know some people like Wan'Dale. I don't think he is the same type of talent or player that Zay Flowers is. I think Zay becomes a wide receiver 1 probably from day dot, probably
for sure.
the day he steps into that building. So I'll take him here.
Yeah, I think he would definitely become the wide receiver 1. I'm not saying you think it will make sense for the Giants. I think, not saying that Wandale is more talented. I think that was their goal with Wandale, and he was just hindered with he got the ACL, right? So and he was kind of taking off there, and that was that slot role that they wanted to fill. Not that Zay, and then now you get Zay Flowers. I would say a better talent, yes, but also you're just drafting another guy again to fill that role where Wandale's at. So I'm thinking more of getting maybe a taller guy, a guy that can truly be. I think Zay Flowers can be the wide receiver one with the Giants, but I think a true alpha I see more in a JSN, a Quinton. I would even say Keyshawn Butte personally, but I'm not saying I don't love the idea of Zay Flowers going there. I just think that we're drafting two similar body frames.
I think I get where you're coming from. In my mind, I don't put Wandale and Flowers in the same conversation. Like, I don't think that Wandale can offer you what Zay can. So I get where you're coming from as far as like a size perspective, but I don't think Wandale can do the things that Zay can do.
Yeah, I definitely would agree there with you. But like I said, if they do draft Zay Flowers, I'm backing him because I am believing in what Joe Shane and Brian Daboll are doing. So if we get Zay Flowers, he's my guy. You know, if we get Josh Downs, he's my guy. I'm all in for it. So whoever they take.
All right, so we see Evans off the board, Mayer off the board. I was struggling to pick between those two. Then Hyatt, Tillman, and Luke Musgrave. But Aki and I do love us a little Luke Musgrave. In fact, there's a video coming out about him this week. He goes to the Lions in the second round, which is cool to see. Their TJ Hawkinson replacement, if you will. I mean, Luke Musgrave is a ridiculous athlete, built like a Greek god. I'm excited to see where he lands in the NFL. Hey guys, shout out to the 89 plus people watching the stream. Do us a massive favor if you don't mind. Could you drop a like for us? If you don't mind, easiest way to support the stream, help us grow the channel. With 89 people watching, why can't we get to 80 likes? With your help, we can. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love. Okay, so Musgrave's gone. Tillman at the 2-5 feels a little early, no?
I was trying to see where he went. I'm literally looking for him right now because I wanted to bring him up as a conversation.
Yeah.
And Tillman, he went to the Seattle Seahawks, and yeah, I think it's a bit early. I don't love the landing spot. Where is he really gonna fit? I mean, he is that 6'3" big body guy, 6'2" big body guy. I mean, DK Metcalf kind of already plays that role. Yeah. I'm not necessarily sure I would want him there in that landing spot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the clock here. I'm gonna see a couple people. Sean Tucker didn't get drafted. Just looking in the third round here to see who else has been taken. Okay, I see one. All right, I think I am going to go with a tight end here, actually. I like the landing spot. Ooh, that's kind of nice as well, too, though. Let me just do one more go around.
Okay, then, as A-Chain goes off the board just ahead of your pick.
A-Chain went to the Jags, by the way, in the third round. You can see that
Was it third round?
Yeah, it was. Oh no, that was Deuce. Excuse me. Looking at the wrong player. But okay, I'll take my player here. I will take Dalton Kincaid. He does go in the third round to the Packers. Whether that's Jordan Love, whether that's Aaron Rodgers, we keep saying we're big believers in Jordan Love. It just makes sense. Robert Tonyan is just a guy now, right?
He's a free agent too.
And that's the other guy I was looking at, Kenny McIntosh, going to the Chiefs in the third as well. I think that's really nice. But I'll take Dalton here at the 2-8.
Preston says, been watching a lot of startup drafts mocks, and it's interesting to see how much earlier rookie picks go compared to when rookies are included in startup drafts. Any reason for that? How much earlier rookie picks go compared to when rookies are included? Do you mean when people are like using kickers versus the actual players? Like, let us know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Trenton says, I thought I was going back to back. I would have picked Flowers first, then Downs. That's okay. Yeah. And these rookie mocks always linear.
Yeah.
What's the highest Michael Mayer should be going in tight end premium leagues? We've talked about this before, but I think you can consider him from like the 1-8 onwards. 1.8 to the 110, 111 is where I would expect Mayer to go, assuming he does get that first round draft capital that we keep hearing about.
Okay.
8K says,
Yeah.
do y'all like the Ravens as a landing spot for wide receivers more now that they hired Todd Monken?
I mean,
Depends on who the wide receiver or who the quarterback is there. If it's Lamar, I'm still not loving it. I don't hate it, but I still don't love it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about Todd and his thought process. I know, I mean, out in Georgia, you think about, you know, that offense and what he was doing there. You know, tight ends are a massive part of what that offense is. So
True.
it makes sense for them to get someone like Todd. But when I think of wide receivers coming out of Georgia, at least in this past year or two, can't really think of a big one and how they kind of have been producing, but also probably not in the market, you know, in the transfer wire, maybe for some wide receivers. They have really backs, you know, their history of running backs have been decent. So
yeah,
I'm still confident in the tight end / running back role based off of the history Georgia has brought.
Yeah, Georgia did have George Pickens, but I guess what Badake is trying to say is like they didn't really utilize George Pickens on this run to their national championships. You know, it was very tight end focused and through the run game. So
yeah,
it's I wouldn't say that Georgia showed that. Like if you are a high school receiver, it would be tough to pick Georgia over like Ohio State, Bama, like these teams that are very pass heavy. We didn't see that much from Georgia, and maybe that's because some of the personnel wasn't healthy during that time. But
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. You're on the clock here, by the way.
I am on the clock here.
That click.
And I got an option between Xavier Hutchinson. If I'm not mistaken, he did not go, and I'm not mistaken.
It's gonna give it to you.
Xavier Hutchinson's on the board. I've got Parker Washington. I've got Izzy, sorry. A lot of options here, but I don't think any of these guys were drafted in this mock draft. So, did any one of these players get drafted in today's mock draft?
I don't think they did. I think we just kind of go. It's pretty short mock. I mean, let's see, Xavier.
Yeah, I don't think they did. All right. Well, if I was to choose just based off of talent, I would probably be grabbing Xavier Hutchinson here. So that's what I will go ahead and do. I'll grab X and see what pops back to me. But man, Bijan Robinson, Zay Flowers, Xavier Hutchinson.
Nice.
I'm feeling pretty good about that 101. I mean, how can you not? It's the best pick in the draft. So
yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So good start there. Let's see what D-Turn does. Bryce Young and Zach Evans. So Bryce goes to the he goes to the Colts, right? He goes to the Colts, and
Bryce went to the Colts, yeah.
And then Zach Evans to still the Rams in the third. So they really like that landing spot there for Zach Evans, Walter Football.
Alan, Kendre Miller was not mocked. It was not drafted in this mock draft that we're using for landing spots. And honestly, we haven't heard much about Kendre from the NFL analyst community. I'm not saying that he won't be drafted high. Combine will be uber helpful for him if he performs well, or tests well rather. But we have not heard a lot of hype around the name. I'm not saying that it's not that NFL GMs don't like him. We just, at this point, we have not heard a ton.
Yeah, we haven't heard a ton about a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
it is very early.
It is very early, and you don't hear. The only people we've heard much about really is the people that were at the Senior Bowl. You know, you heard a lot about Luke Musgrave. You heard a lot about Kenny. You know, Tank, all those guys.
We didn't see Tank at the Senior Bowl.
No, like Tank Dell.
Tajay?
Tank Dell.
Oh, Tank Dell.
Yeah.
My bad.
I guess it's
wow,
confusing.
2 tanks.
It's 2 tanks.
I didn't realize that.
Daniel Dell.
Yeah, so there was 2 tanks until this very moment.
Yeah, it is weird. It goes Darnell Washington. Okay.
What are your thoughts about Lamar going to the Falcons. I heard the Falcons could go after him. I would like Lamar in Atlanta. I just don't think the Ravens are going to move Lamar Jackson. I don't think it's going to happen, but I feel 95% sure that Lamar Jackson's going to be a Baltimore Raven next year. But it would be fun if it did happen.
I did say it to Zach. I'll just make a pick really fast. I'll take Chase Brown, my guy. He didn't get drafted though, but I think it's great value here at the 3-8. With Lamar, I believe that it would be crazy if they don't re-sign him. But with the reports that did come out, if I am not mistaken, I don't know what other word to say, so fuck it. If I'm not mistaken, that tweet that came out saying that the Falcons could be in contention because they were front runners for Deshaun. They were willing to pay that back for Deshaun. It makes sense when you have all that context. So I would love Lamar over there, especially with Kyle Pitts, Drake London. You're going there with a stacked team already in a division that is significantly easier than where he's at currently, right?
Yeah.
Based off competition. So it would be crazy. I mean, you see Lamar every single year in the playoffs, no doubt about it. He's cooking it.
Mm-hmm. Millie says tough day, but with Badake, he brightens any day.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. Hey, this is going pretty quick. If we get to 100 likes, we'll pop off another mock draft for you guys. Okay. So if you guys can help us get to 100 likes, we'd be happy to pop off another rookie mock draft.
Yeah.
But if we don't hit the like, we probably won't do it today because we have a lot to do. But just for your sake, if you guys do want to see another one, help us get to 100 likes. We'll pop off another mock draft for you. But we probably won't do it today if we don't get enough people wanting it. Got a lot to do after that audio got messed up. Jeff says Mayer to the Chargers in 106 definitely isn't out of the question in one quarterback tight end premium leagues. I agree, Jeff. In one quarterback tight end premium, I'm probably taking Mayer earlier.
Yeah, I am taking Mayer. I think, once again, I've been saying this for a while. I really think Mayer, if he does get that draft capital with these landing spots that people love, Chargers, Bengals, Lions, I think he should be end of the first type guy, 110 and below, in my opinion. So
yeah,
I think that's exactly where I would be taking him. Also, depending on the rest of those guys, like what happens if Josh Downs gets third round draft capital? I think everyone will take Mayer over Josh. What if Keyshawn Boutte getting third round draft capital? I think a lot of people will take Mayer over Josh. It also depends on the landing spot.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, so in this third round, what was surprising in this third round? I think Kendre Miller falling to the 3-9 is a little bit surprising. He wasn't drafted, but I know a lot of people like Kendre.
I would say Dontavion Wicks. I mean, we normally don't see him going to like the fourth round, maybe sometimes undrafted.
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit of a surprise.
That is a little bit of a surprise. Really interesting player. A ton of volume at Virginia this year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there's really any other shocks or surprises from that point of view. So let's head into the fourth round here. Okay, fourth round, and I'm up on the clock. What are we thinking here? I'm trying to see who's available. Is Puka's available?
Puka.
Oh wow, Parker Washington is still available.
Yeah, didn't get drafted.
Yeah, right.
Didn't get drafted, but
that's interesting. Parker Washington's still on the board. I mean, that kind of makes
sense right there, for sure.
It makes a lot, yeah. I don't need to overthink this. I'll take Parker Washington. Really weird build. We've talked about it before. 5'10", 215. He's built like a running back, but I think he can be an interesting player in the slot. I like envisioning him in the slot in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. I think Parker is just going to come in and I can't wait for the draft. I just want to know where these guys are going to go.
Same. I think there's a little fatigue right now of just not knowing, and it's only February.
I know. It's going to go by faster once the combine's there, because what's going to happen is that we're going to have significant risers and people that didn't perform or weigh in as much as we wanted them to where they're gonna drop. Like if Kendre Miller runs a 4.4 and comes in let's say a little bit lighter than what he was, I think a lot of people will rise. You know, same thing with guys that we thought like a Marvin Mims. What if he does run? You know, well, he should be running 4.4s. He's like 5'10" something, right? But
yeah,
I'm just thinking of those scenarios. Roscoe, big old Roscoe, Malik Cunningham.
Yeah.
Max.
All right, guys. If we get 17 more likes, if we get to that 100 like mark, we will pop off another mock draft. Otherwise, we probably will call it after this. We'll do a quick Q&A, just because if you didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, we recorded like 3 hours worth of content today, and Badake's audio got corrupted. So
what can you do?
we will probably, if we don't get that like goal, then we will probably start working on trying to get that edited. Badake and I are going to see new Ant-Man tonight.
Tonight with all the wives and the boys, we're gonna go. That's why, like I said, man, it's literally the worst. It could have been any other day besides today.
Honestly,
we would have been like, oh, you know, that's okay. Maybe we'll re-record another day, or maybe it's just like, first of all, today is kind of like our Friday, right?
Yeah.
We record, we edit, and then we set all the videos up for the weekend, and we're done. Where like, we don't want to put out my video's still there, but like the audio is not. I'm not gonna sound clear. You're gonna hear like echoes and shit. I don't want you guys to hear that. Like this mic for some reason didn't record anything. So
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
really
it is weird.
All right, trying to catch up with the chat. I know they were talking about the rookie draft there. William says he loves you, which is good. You're getting a lot of love today.
Love.
Eric says excited for the news of Ridley applying for reinstatement happening earlier today. Yes, I'm also excited about that, Eric. What's up, Proofy? Hopefully your drive is going well. You took Sam Laporta at the 4.8, Badake. I know that's one of your guys.
Yeah, Sam Laporta, a guy that I like out of Iowa. Not Iowa State, out of Iowa. You'll probably get that reference a little bit later when the video does come out. But yes, a guy that I really like. I mean, he's still going in the 4th round. I think he should be going where Darnell Washington's going, man. I really do. Yeah, I think he's gonna be creeping up once we get which I believe he's gonna get a decent draft capital. So
yeah. Freak says Badake is the man. Pigeon says smash that. AK says I think people. Okay, they were talking about the picks. ATJ says I think he gets traded. Assuming he's talking about Lamar. They don't want to pay him, and he's asking for what he's asking for. And if they get offered 3 first-round picks, I bet they take that deal. Man, that would be crazy. Anything can happen. So I'm not going to say it's impossible, but
it would be.
Man, that would be crazy. And Andre says, yeah, I heard about the Falcons and Lamar. They went for Deshaun. Yep. Freak says, can't smash the like button. Zach hates me. I'll be honest, man. I don't have any hate for you. I don't really know you, but all love. Thanks for watching. AK says, I wish it was next year already. I want Marvin Harrison Jr. on my Dynasty team. Yes, we all do. When's the combine? It's only in a couple weeks, man. Not too far away.
March 1st, I think, or first week of March.
Yeah, right around that territory. Zach has me blocked. I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to see your comments. I like Ibrahim a lot, but he's old. Yeah, Alan, we've talked about Mo a lot. We like him too. He's one of those players who, like, if he was 3 years younger and didn't have those injuries, he probably is a 2nd or 3rd round pick in the NFL draft. Yeah. That's the kind of talent that he has.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely would.
That contact balance on film is ridiculous. We're gonna blink and start talking about week 1. You're probably right there. Under 2 weeks of the combine. Yeah. Which rookie being drafted in the 1st round is the one people should be most cautious about? For me, it's been Will Levis. That's what I'm going to keep saying, Will Levis.
Yeah, I would say the opposite. I would say Anthony Richardson. I like Anthony Richardson, but
you could put both of them. They both have a high ceiling and very low floors.
I know a lot of people would have Quentin. A lot of people would drafting Hyatt in the first. I don't know if that's happening anymore. A lot of people
I don't think so.
A lot of people are questionable about Jordan Addison and Kayshon Boutte. I was watching a video the other day, and they had Jordan Addison as their wide receiver one over Jackson Smith, and I was like, whoa. So, interesting.
Yeah. Kendrick Miller's going to be an early second-round selection in these rookie drafts. Let's see. I mean, we talked about it before. The NFL isn't talking about him. That could change with the combine.
Yeah.
At the end of the 23 season, where does Bryce Young rank? I think he's probably going to be in that top 12, yeah. Y'all edit in... We edit in Audition, Adobe Audition.
Yeah.
Combine.
So
April, Cedric went early.
Yeah, it's weird. I actually record my audio on the... I have Rodecaster Pro, so I was recording there, so... I'm not sure what happened, man.
What are the odds Ridley gets reinstated on the first try? I would be surprised if he doesn't. I would be very surprised.
I would be surprised. I mean, if he doesn't get reinstated on the first try, then they're still concerned about something that we don't know, which would suck. I mean, I didn't even take that into account.
Dude, he's gonna play football.
To be reinstated. I know. I'm just saying.
He's gonna play football.
That's another worry, which I never thought about. Anyways,
buy Calvin Ridley. Keep buying him.
Keep buying him.
Breece Hall's RB1, even with Bijan.
Maybe
it's an interesting opinion. Interesting. Mr. Smith says Javonte and Hall's value in 23, aka Dobbins' recovery. It'll definitely be interesting to see how they come back from.
I would agree.
From their ACL injuries, but
yeah, I would agree that just this year they're not going to be the guys that we hope and believe that they can be in a fantasy points perspective. I think they can come back and be the way they were their rookie year and how we were projecting them to get to. I think in 2023.
I'm much more concerned about Javonte than I am Breece. I think Breece is going to be
I would agree there.
Much love. Breece is not over Bijan. Alex says, I have the 105 in a one quarterback league. I'm leaning towards Quentin Johnston unless Gibbs is there. And hopefully Sean Tucker in the second, depending on a combine. Thoughts?
I like it. Personally.
Yeah, I am going Gibbs over Quentin. But yeah, there's a lot that can still change. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
James says, would y'all trade 23, 110, and 111 for St. Brown? It's a super flex rebuild. I would get St. Brown. Yes, I would.
Yep.
April 27th? Is it April 27th? I don't think it's that late.
It's
the draft.
The draft is April 27th. No, the NFL Combine, I have the dates actually 2nd to March 5th.
Okay, March 2nd to March 5th.
Yeah, which would technically be our Friday, which could be cool. Still in Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yeah. McGungle says y'all should do a live startup draft right after the NFL draft, not a mock, but a live startup with money on the line.
A live startup with money. Ooh.
Always like to see what sort of things happen in money drafts.
Could be interesting. I mean, maybe
we'll definitely be popping off mocks for you guys for sure.
Maybe we can get one of our leagues to agree to that, but all depends on.
Yeah. Just kidding. That's a draft. I do that for St. Brown. Bijan is going to be a bum. March 2nd. Bijan will be RB1 next year. People don't really know how good he actually is. Someone replied to the news of Ridley applying for reinstatement with a pic of him still in a Twitter betting group chat. I love it.
Oh, God.
Agrees Zach Javante's style doesn't help. Sell Javante for what?
Ooh.
I would say
for picks, I think you can get at least 108, 107.
Yeah, that feels right. Or a mid 24 first.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be selling Bijan Javante for any sort of like second round combination. Like, I'm not going to accept like a 202 and a 206 or something. I think that's what people are probably going to try and do right now. I'll still wait and bet on the recovery. What do you guys think of this trade? This will be the last question for today, guys. 110 Mac and Elijah Moore for Lamar. Superflex start 10.
110 Mac Jones and Elijah Moore.
This is pretty heavy on the Lamar side for me.
Yeah, I would agree there. 110 not.
Oh, 101? Maybe he says maybe it's a 101. So that changes things. 101 Mac Jones and Elijah Moore.
So it is a one quarterback. I'm okay with that.
No. It's a super flex.
Okay. Okay. That's tough.
That makes it much more interesting.
That's tough. That's tough. So Bijan, Mac Jones, and Elijah Moore for Lamar Jackson. Bijan, Mac Jones.
That's pretty even, man. That's pretty even.
I guess it depends on who your running backs are. If your running backs are set, I'm happy to say, you know what? I'm happy to walk away from that.
I still lean Lamar in a super flex, but it's very even. It's very close.
Yeah, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. Sorry, that probably wasn't much help. That's a really tough trade. I mean, I would keep that in my inbox for days and be like, I don't know what the hell to do.
Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. You guys know we would typically do another mock draft, but as we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we got to figure out how to save Badake's audio, and we got a lot of stuff going on for today. So appreciate y'all. All love. We will see you here very soon. I mean, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Better.